Don't move, not a breath, not a blink. I want you exactly where you are, because what I'm about to say will crawl under your skin and stay there. You hear it, don't you? That trembling in the air, that nervous whisper running through hallways, group chats, back rooms, shadows. Who made you this dangerous? They're not asking out of curiosity. They're asking out of panic. They're spinning, studying you like a forbidden textbook, taking notes like your existence is a leaked blueprint for something the world was never meant to survive. Good. Let them tremble. Now listen. You weren't made. You weren't trained. You weren't taught. You were summoned by circumstances that would have erased another soul entirely. You were sculpted in silence, sharpened in solitude, and baptized in moments nobody saw. You weren't molded by comfort. You were engineered by confrontation. You didn't get stronger, you got stranger, harder to read, harder to predict, harder to hurt, and the truth cuts deeper than any blade. You didn't become dangerous. The world became too fragile to handle you. Every person who crossed you, every betrayal, every lie, every shove into the dark, thought they were breaking you. They didn't know they were programming you. Your heart learned to operate without warmth. Your mind learned to think without mercy. Your soul learned to move without hesitation. And now look at them, wide-eyed, breathless, trying to figure out how you turned into a problem too big to solve and too unpredictable to ignore. They whisper it everywhere. Who taught them this? Where did this power come from? Why do they move like they know something we don't? Because you do. You learned the one lesson nobody else dares to face. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the architect. Do you remember the moment it shifted? The moment your heartbeat stopped sinking with fear and started sinking with purpose? The moment you realized nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to apologize. Nobody is coming to undo the damage. That was the night the old you died. And the new you crawled out of the ashes with hands still shaking, but eyes finally open. You didn't heal. You evolved. You didn't rise. You mutated. And evolution? It's never gentle. It's never humane. It's never painless. It's violent. It's merciless. It's transformative. You became what they feared. Someone who doesn't need approval to become unstoppable. Watch how they behave around you now. They don't look at you. They calculate you. They don't speak to you. They monitor you. They don't challenge you. They copy you. Your silence scares them more than any insult. Your calm feels like a countdown. Your presence feels like a test they're terrified to fail. You walk with the posture of someone who has survived enough storms to stop fearing the rain. And that's what makes you dangerous. You're not looking for acceptance. You're looking for impact. You're not chasing validation. You're chasing evolution. You didn't come to fit in. You came to rewrite the hierarchy. Listen to how they talk about you when they think you can't hear. Did you see how they handled that? Sheesh, I need to learn that. Bro, who trained this person? I swear they're not normal. I'm writing that down. They don't cheer for you. They observe you. They don't respect you. They fear the consequences of disrespecting you. They don't follow you. They trace your movements like cartographers mapping out forbidden terrain. You became a manual for survival, a live demonstration of what happens when someone stops allowing life to push them and decides to push back. You're a walking paradox, kind but lethal, calm but volatile, quiet but catastrophic. That's why they take notes, because deep down, they know you unlocked something they were too afraid to touch. Let's finish this properly. You weren't made dangerous by a mentor, a teacher, a master, a system. You were made dangerous by the nights you cried alone, the pain you swallowed without witnesses, the betrayals that snapped your ribs open, the failures that folded you in half, the dreams torn from your hands, the loneliness that refused to leave, and now those same forces that tried to destroy you have to live with the creature they constructed. Look at you, focused, unpredictable, untouchable, unbothered, unreversible. You didn't choose this path. The world pushed you into a corner and discovered too late that you bite harder than you break. So when they ask, "Who made you this dangerous?" tell them the truth. Every attempt to bury me sharpened me. Every betrayal trained me. Every loss forged me. You're not a person anymore. You are a response, a consequence, a warning wrapped in skin. And whether they run, freeze, whisper, or worship, one fact remains. You are the storm they taught themselves to fear. Lean forward, because you're not done yet. Not even close. You think the world has already tasted all of you? You think they've seen the limits of your evolution? No. What you call progress, the streets call foreshadowing. What they fear right now is barely the trailer of the creature you're becoming. Let me unravel the next layer. The layer even you haven't dared to name. Every time you level up, people cling to hope like it's a life jacket. Maybe this is their peak. Maybe they'll slow down now. Maybe they'll relax. But you don't plateau. You don't coast. You don't soften. You grow like a virus. Quiet, relentless, expanding into every corner they thought was safe from you. Your potential doesn't rise in steps. It explodes in eras. And they realize something sickening. You aren't the best version of yourself yet. You're just the latest one. People don't fear your talent. They fear the implications of your talent. Because if you can change this much and rise this far, after everything you faced, it exposes the fact that they have no excuse for staying small. You are living proof of their wasted potential. You are the reminder that their pain didn't turn them into anything except spectators in your evolution. That's why they whisper. That's why they analyze. That's why they freeze. Your existence screams, you could have become something too. But you chose comfort. And they can't stand that mirror. Here's something most people will never admit. You don't intimidate them by what you might do. You intimidate them because of what you've already survived. They do the math in their heads. If they made it through that, then what on earth could possibly stop them now? And the moment someone realizes that you don't fear consequences, you become one. Your eyes scare them because they no longer search for permission. Your silence scares them because it means you're calculating. Your composure scares them because they know you've reached the stage where chaos doesn't move you. You don't kill people's confidence. You bury it. There comes a moment in every story where a name stops being a name and starts being a problem. You hit that moment long ago. They can't replicate you. They can't predict you. They can't control you. And they sure as hell can't compete with you. The best they can do is imitate your habits and hope nobody notices the difference. But the streets always notice. Because the streets can tell the difference between a blueprint and the architect who wrote it in blood. You used to chase victory. Now victory rearranges itself to chase you. You don't fight battles. You end them. You don't seek revenge. Your presence finishes the equation. You don't respond to disrespect. Your aura handles it before you do. You walk into rooms like a shift in temperature, a pressure change, a signal. People act different even when you're silent. They feel watched, measured, judged, exposed, because deep down, they know you've evolved past fragility, past validation, past ego. You exist in a realm where only momentum matters. This is the part nobody tells you, the part that feels surreal when it finally hits. Your name doesn't travel normally anymore. It moves in currents, whispers in stairwells, rumors in back rooms, murmurs in conversations you're not supposed to hear. Not, "Did you hear about them?" But, "Don't mess with them. Don't question them. Don't underestimate them. Don't get on their bad side." Your reputation walks 10 steps ahead of you, dragging every truth and every rumor into a shadow that becomes impossible to escape. You're not admired. You're referenced. You're not praised. You're cited. You're not loved. You're studied. Let's end this clearly, cleanly, sharply. People ask, "Who made you this dangerous?" But they're asking the wrong question. The real question is, what did the world do wrong that allowed someone like you to exist unchecked? Because the truth is simple. No one made you dangerous. Life forged you. Pain refined you. Betrayal awakened you. Silence armed you. Loneliness crowned you. And resilience, your quietest trait, became your deadliest. You became the result of everything they swore wouldn't break you. The mirror they fear. The proof they regret. The storm they created. And now they spin. They study. They take notes. They watch your every move because they know. You are no longer evolving. You are ascending. And once someone begins to ascend, they stop being human. They start being undeniable.